Ever wondered why some of the smartest people you know aren't rich?
You see brilliant scientists, gifted artists, and walking encyclopedias just scraping by. Meanwhile, others, maybe not as book smart, seem to build fortunes with ease.
It's a puzzle, right? The common belief is that if you're smart, you will naturally succeed.
But is that really true?
Today, we are diving into a controversial but eye-opening idea from a man who knew a thing or two about power and success. Machiavelli. He revealed a quiet truth centuries ago that explains why intelligence alone will never make you wealthy. Machiavelli, in his famous book, The Prince, wasn't just talking about ruling a kingdom.
His insights are a masterclass in human nature and strategy, and they apply perfectly to the world of money and career.
He argued that qualities like cunning, social skill, and a bit of ruthlessness are often more valuable than pure intellect. Think about it, the world isn't a neat, logical system like a math problem. It's a messy, unpredictable arena full of people with their own agendas, emotions, and biases.
This is where the first Machiavellian lesson comes in. You must understand the game. A brilliant engineer might design the most efficient engine ever, but if they can't negotiate a good deal, persuade investors, or market their invention, it'll just gather dust in a garage. Wealth isn't created in a vacuum. It's a social game. It requires understanding people, reading situations, and knowing when to push and when to hold back.
Intelligence helps you see the board, but Machiavellian shrewdness teaches you how to make the winning moves. Next, Machiavelli emphasized the importance of appearance and reputation. He famously said it's better to be feared than loved if you can't be both. Now, we're not talking about being a tyrant in the office. In the modern world, this translates to building a strong personal brand. Your reputation for being reliable, decisive, and effective is your currency.
A highly intelligent person might get lost in the details, overthinking every decision, but someone with strategic sense knows that sometimes making a good enough decision quickly and confidently is more powerful than waiting for the perfect, but late solution.
It's about managing perceptions. Are you seen as a leader, a problem solver, a person who gets things done?
That reputation opens doors that raw IQ points can't.
And here's the most crucial part: action. Machiavelli was all about taking decisive action. He would have little patience for analysis paralysis. You can have the most brilliant financial plan in the world, but if it stays in a spreadsheet on your computer, it's worthless.
Wealth is built through execution.
It's about taking calculated risks, launching the business, making the investment, and asking for the promotion.
Many intelligent people get stuck in the planning phase, endlessly researching and waiting for the perfect moment.
But the Machiavellian approach is to understand that the perfect moment never comes.
You create it through action, learning, and adapting along the way. Fortune, as he put it, favors the bold. So, intelligence is a powerful tool, no doubt.
It helps you learn faster and solve complex problems, but it's just one tool in the toolbox. To build real wealth, you need to combine that intelligence with social strategy, a strong reputation, and a bias for action. You need to be a little bit Machiavellian.
Learn to play the game, manage your image, and most importantly, act.
Don't just be the smartest person in the room, be the most effective.
Part 2. How power converts into wealth and why most never cross the line. As the first part reveals, power does not announce itself loudly. It accumulates quietly, and one of the most misunderstood aspects of power is how little it relies on force. True influence works through positioning, patience, and perception.
Machiavelli observed that the most dangerous person is not the loud aggressor, but the quiet strategist.
In financial terms, this is silent leverage. It is the kind of influence that does not demand compliance, yet consistently gets it.
The person whose absence is felt, whose opinion is sought, whose approval carries weight. Silent leverage is built by becoming valuable without broadcasting it, by solving problems consistently, by being reliable when others are emotional, by letting time and results do the persuading. This is how reputations compound. This is how people gain access to better rooms, better deals, and better opportunities without ever asking. Money respects those who do not chase it openly. It moves toward those who attract it indirectly through competence, calm, and control.
Another uncomfortable truth Machiavelli understood is that morality in real systems is rarely black and white.
This does not mean abandoning ethics.
It means understanding consequences. Financial power often requires decisions that appear harsh on the surface, but prevent greater harm underneath. Cutting losses, setting boundaries, saying no, or removing liabilities, whether people or habits, are not cruel acts. They are necessary ones.
Those who insist on appearing good at all times often sacrifice outcomes, and outcomes are what determine survival in economic systems.
Wealth is not built on intentions.
It is built on results. This is why people who accumulate power think differently.
They do not ask, does this make me look good?
They ask, does this work? And they accept responsibility for the consequences. Controlled exposure is another principle that separates those who build leverage from those who leak it.
In a world addicted to visibility, privacy becomes power.
When everything about you is public, your plans, your struggles, your next step, you become easy to read, easy to predict,
easy to pressure.
Those who build wealth reveal selectively. They do not narrate their climb in real time.
They allow others to underestimate them, and in doing so, they protect their strategic advantage.
Finally, there is outcome obsession, the trait that quietly filters who rises and who remains stuck. Most people are attached to methods, identities, and effort. Powerful individuals are attached only to results.
If a strategy fails, it is discarded. If a belief interferes with progress, it is questioned.
Pride does not outrank effectiveness. This is why wealth often looks unemotional. It is not because successful people feel less, but because they prioritize clarity over comfort.
They understand that being right is useless if it does not move them forward.
Machiavelli's real warning was never about cruelty. It was about blindness.
About confusing virtue with power, effort with leverage, and intelligence with control.
The world is not fair, but it is consistent.
It rewards those who understand how systems work and punishes those who pretend they don't exist.
If this feels unsettling, it should. Awareness always is. But once you see these dynamics clearly, you cannot unsee them.
You begin to notice how money moves, how power hides, and how freedom is built not through emotion, but through strategy.
And the moment you stop playing the game blindly, you stop being used by it. If you found this valuable, please like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more insights. Thanks for watching.
If this gave you a new perspective on success, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights that challenge conventional wisdom.
See you in the next one.